The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins is a gripping dystopian novel set in a future society called Panem, which consists of the capital and 12 districts, with an additional 13th district that was destroyed years ago. The story follows Katniss Everdeen, a 16-year-old girl from District 12, who volunteers to take her sister Prim's place in the annual Hunger Games, a brutal competition where children between the ages of 12 and 18 fight to the death on live television, a spectacle used by the capital to maintain control over the districts. Katniss, alongside her fellow tribute Peeta Mellark, enters the arena where she must rely on her survival skills to navigate the dangers posed by both the environment and other tributes. Throughout the games, she becomes a symbol of defiance and rebellion, particularly after her unintentional romance with Peeta, a tactic devised to garner audience support, sparks a connection that is both genuine and strategic. The novel's themes are far-reaching and deeply relevant to our world today. One of the central ideas is the exploration of power and control. The capital maintains its dominance over the districts by creating the Hunger Games as a constant reminder of their authority and the consequences of rebellion. Through the games, the capital manipulates both the tributes and the viewers, showing how media and spectacle can be used as tools for oppression. Katniss's role as the Mockingjay, the symbol of resistance, underlines the power of individuals to challenge oppressive systems, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Another important theme is survival. Katniss's resourcefulness, her fierce love for her family, and her drive to protect her sister are what push her to make difficult decisions, many of which involve sacrificing her own well-being. This instinct for survival is what defines Katniss as a protagonist. But as the story progresses, it becomes clear that survival alone is not enough. The emotional and moral toll of the games weighs heavily on her, and the line between survival and becoming a pawn in the capital's game becomes increasingly blurred. The characters in the Hunger Games are complex and multifaceted, which is one of the reasons the novel resonates so strongly with readers. Katniss, though a fierce and capable fighter, is not portrayed as a flawless hero. She is full of contradictions, driven by love and survival, but also reluctant to embrace her role as a leader or symbol. Peeta, her fellow tribute, is compassionate and selfless, and his love for Katniss grows more profound throughout the story. Their relationship evolves, becoming one of the key emotional anchors of the series. One of the strengths of the Hunger Games is its ability to make readers think about the nature of sacrifice, power, and the consequences of living in a society where violence is normalized. The brutality of the games and the way it is presented to the public speaks to real-world issues like media manipulation, inequality, and the impact of trauma. Katniss's journey is one of emotional growth as she moves from a survivalist to someone who begins to question the system and her role within it. The book also explores the effects of trauma and the struggle to maintain one's humanity in an inhumane environment. Katniss is forced to confront her own beliefs about justice, sacrifice, and loyalty, and as the story develops, the choices she makes challenge the notion of what is right and wrong in a world driven by power and fear. In terms of pacing, The Hunger Games does an excellent job of keeping readers engaged. The arena scenes are filled with suspense and danger, while the political intrigue of the capital provides a constant undercurrent of tension. The emotional stakes are raised with every twist, and Katniss's struggle to balance her personal desires with the larger social forces at play makes for a compelling read. The narrative shifts from being purely about survival to becoming about resistance and hope. The Hunger Games is not just a story of dystopian survival. It's an exploration of the human spirit and the struggle to retain one's identity and values in a world that seeks to strip them away. Katniss's journey teaches us about the power of defiance, the importance of personal choice, and the cost of living in a world that places profit and power above human life. In conclusion, The Hunger Games is a gripping and thought-provoking novel that continues to resonate with readers due to its powerful themes, complex characters, and deep social commentary. It challenges us to think about our own world and the ways in which power and media shape our realities. The emotional depth of Katniss's journey and the moral questions it raises make this book a timeless classic for young adults and adults alike. If you haven't read The Hunger Games yet, I highly recommend it. It's a story of survival, resistance, and hope, with a protagonist that will inspire you long after you finish the book. Let me know your thoughts about Katniss and her journey in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video if you enjoyed the review, and remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more exciting book reviews. See you in the next video.